Alright y'all, so let's get into this because it looks like Ma just out here crashing completely out on any and everybody that wants to speak up for, defend, or even help Misty. And last night things really hit the fan when he decided to go completely off on both DeShay and Nadia. So yeah, let me fill y'all in and give y'all a scoop on this one. So now a few days ago while on live, DeShay decided to let his supporters know that he had intentions on flying Misty out because she's been having a hard time on social media. So y'all check this out.
This girl Misty, she's been going through so much and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like some other shit, bro. You're too old for it. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fly her out here, I think tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, and I'm gonna take her on a girl's day, you know, get our nails done, get some food, do some things. Yeah, just kind of cater her, like, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like nobody should go through shit that she's doing, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna get out here. I just talked to her, but I definitely want to just kind of you know.
So now Maj heard about this and somehow took this as some sort of date towards him and decided to go completely off on DeShay last night. So y'all check this out.
Anonymous just tipped $2. Did you see what DeShay said?
I'll worry about his pedophile ass later. But second of all, I did see what DeShay had to say, or what he tried to slick do. Let me tell y'all about certain people in life. When you are the type of that have to try to use people trauma for views and clickbait and likes, me and you aren't on the same level. I'm a real authentic. So at the end of the day, I see straight past it. And that's why you're getting ate the up now, because people see right through you and your little scandal games. It's a complete pattern. Prime example, when Ari was going through that thing with Wuda, did DeShay not try to clickbait and try to get views off of Wuda? How about with Yanni? How about with Nadia? How about with all the girls that actually go through something with their boyfriends? How about Chicago Hottie? He tries to get them in a vulnerable state so that he could probably I'll wait. And I want y'all to tell me that I'm lying. Because every situation that he linked up with, since he wants to be Captain Save-A-Ho, I'm going to be a villain to your story time. Since you want to be dressed up as Santa Claus, I'll be Christmas. Since you got so much you want to say, and so much you want to do, since you an activist all of a sudden, every situation you tried to be an activist in became the villain. And I ain't talking about the one off 13 Reasons Why, Bryce or Bruce or whatever name is. But all I'm going to say is when y'all link up with him, since he want to be an activist all of a sudden, I hope you're blocked down on Chambers, since all y'all don't feel sad for my Ink Winky. I'm confused. Crimpus, whatever name is, I don't know. The bad Santa Claus. Y'all know what I'm talking about. She better have that mother down on chains, because I'm telling you, stepping into that, you might not coming out acting your normal self. I hate to be the one to tell you, but I'm just being 1,000% real. He does this. This is his content, though. When a girl go through something with any guy, he tries to fly them out, make sure they have a good time, making sure that they drink. But when he makes sure that they drink, he makes sure that he get his licks in. How many licks does it take to get to the center hole? Ask DeShay, because he'll know. I don't know what doing. But you the wrong, you want to, I'm telling you, this ain't what the storyline you want. Because I'm going to give you exactly what you're looking for, since you want to be a partisan.
So now, Maj seems to believe that DeShay is trying to insert himself into the situation and basically come at him, trying to be some sort of savior to a random. But that's not exactly the case here, because the truth of the matter is that DeShay and Misty actually have a friendship. And this time wouldn't be the first time that he's flown Misty out, because he did so back in March. See, both Cinco and DeShay decided to fly some girls out to Miami for spring break. Now, what was supposed to be a fun trip actually turned into a whole lot of chaos and drama, because they decided to fly out a bunch of influencer girls, including Misty. Now, they wind up clashing because these girls have their own motion, and yeah, they were trying to do something. And DeShay and Cinco really didn't have a plan for the weekend. So there was a whole lot of clashing going on, with Lena going completely off on DeShay, and even Asia going off on both DeShay and Cinco. Y'all check this out real quick.
Hello, everyone. Hello, you come here. I'm not playing with none of y'all. Let's go.
Wait, shit. Whoa.
DeShay. DeShay.
Watch, show me respect.
I'm sorry. But when respect was needed, it was not given. So I'm going to give respect to you now off of I'm not that type of person. But y'all two gotta come to one.
So now while all the girls was fussing and arguing with DeShay and Cinco all weekend, it was Misty the one that was trying to keep the peace and just trying to go with the flow, in which a lot of supporters felt like she was the only one that was really grateful, because she was basically like, listen, y'all flew me all the way out to Miami for free, got me staying in a multi-million-dollar Airbnb, paying for all my expenses. Yeah, I'm chilling. And because the weekend was so chaotic, both DeShay and Cinco appreciated how cool and chill she was, to the point that DeShay, when he got back, he wound up acknowledging how much he appreciated Misty. So y'all check this out.
And I really think that you could really take this far if you really lock in with this, bro. And I for her, bro, if there's something was going on, she did her best to try to help, whatever. You know what I mean? But I really want to say shout out to Misty, bro. Like, that's like, she a real genuine girl. You know, everybody else was cool, but you know what I'm saying? The person that really stuck out for me personally was Misty, bro. And I really for her. And all that.
So now, to automatically assume that DeShay is trying to reach out to Misty to be a part of the mix may not actually be the case, because these two have been cool since then. So it may have been best for Maj to hold his thoughts and watch how this play out and see if they actually link up. And if they do and speak on him, then okay, say what you want to say. So now, that's not all, because then Misty decides to drop this YouTube video. Now, it seems as though Nadia saw it and felt the way about it, and she decided to post this right here. So she goes on to say, in all actuality, what does it even mean to be a content creator anymore? All you see is a bunch of cyberbullying and people tagging along and trolling the situation. The stuff y'all support can lead somebody into harming themselves because y'all don't know when to stop. Behind all these followers and views and clout, you never know what someone is going through. So be the reason why someone smiled today rather than adding to their hurt. So now, a lot of supporters definitely agree with her. But then on the other side, you'd have a whole lot of supporters that feel like, yeah, right messenger, but wrong messenger. So what do y'all think about that? Let me know in the comment section down below. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I agree. Right message, wrong messenger. Because the same thing that she's calling out now, she has done herself. But you know, we'll get more into that later in the video. So now, of course, Maj saw this, heard about it, and he went completely off. So y'all check this out.
Nadia, and then it's like, I don't if you feel like you wasn't talking about me or I'm feeling or whatever the case may have been. You talked about a general statement. So you're talking about a group of us that's in that YouTube video. Nadia, this is my only advice to you. You said that you weren't in the mix. You don't have anything bad to say about anybody. You're currently not with anybody. But it's like, why you want to wait to express how you feel about a group of individuals when the next crowd is doing so? You had all month long to want to express how you feel. But when you see social media is running with a narrative about a group of individuals, you want to be all of a sudden a Lorex. You want to all of a sudden be the Lorex. Mind your business. Mind your business.
So now, on top of that, the Missy Maj page also posted on this. So now Nadia dropped down in the comment section like in a comment that basically is saying that, listen, she did not name any names, but hey, a hit dog gon' holla. Now, on top of that, Maj decided to respond back in the comment section as well by basically calling out all the different situations that Nadia has been in and basically saying that she has no place to talk. So now Nadia felt the heat and decided to go live and further explain herself. So y'all check out what she had to say.
The collabs I've done and probably the image I had ain't best to put on for kids. Whatever I'm gonna say in the comments, y'all gotta understand, people are just kids, bro. So it's like when we sitting here and we cyberbullying each other and we're taking to the extreme, and now I'm just saying, let's say, because I'm seeing the comments and I'm seeing the narrative y'all putting out. I'm just gonna say, let's say, minding my business. I'm not saying she is or isn't. But I seen the comments. Now, let's say Misty is faking everything and she's putting this persona out. Y'all still gotta understand, what's being pushed out is that cyberbullying is okay. Talking about somebody and pushing them to their limits to go to a mental hospital and do all this okay is okay. That is not okay. It's not okay. And if you want me to be honest, and this is why it kind of pissed me off on when Maj made that post, because I'm not gonna lie, I feel like he made that post himself, given the fact that certain comments are being liked because you're trying to make my post something that I was not trying to make it seem like. I don't believe Maj is a terrible person. As much pissed me off, I don't believe he's a bad person. It's just he's the type of person that when you talk about him, baby, he's taking it to hell. No shade. He's gonna take it to hell, which it's fine, but I'm just saying, it's certain things, y'all just, I don't want to say shit because y'all gonna clip it and y'all gonna remix my words up. The internet is not fun no more. But I was just basically saying, like, bro, like, what does being a content creator anymore? Because first of all, content is not fun. This dramify is not fun no more. Like, it's not fun. Cause what the is this? Like, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. And I loved doing the pranks and doing the whoop-de-whoop and whoop-de-whoop, but I'm not gonna lie, it's not fun no more. It feel like a job.
So now, what are y'all thoughts? Let me know in the comment section down below, because as I said earlier, right message, wrong messenger. And now the reason why I say that is because Nadia has been in many situations where she did not consider what her words and actions were doing to other people. So now she goes on to say that being a content creator just isn't fun anymore. Well, when was it fun? Because when Nadia was at her highest, she was surrounded by nothing but drama. And in fact, at that point, a lot of people considered her a bully. If you ask most people why the Compact House went to hell, they're going to say it's because of how Nadia treated people. I kind of feel like this was a moment for her to actually take some accountability for some of her actions. Now, Nadia said that she's on her journey of growing. But see, if you're looking at the situation situation with Misty, you should also be looking at yourself and realizing that, you know what, you have done a lot of things to people. So now to sit up here and try to point your finger at others and basically say that, listen, what y'all doing is wrong, like as if you were never taking part of any of this, is kind of crazy. This was her moment to actually do some self-reflecting. So now Maj wasn't done with Nadia nor anyone else that wants to stick up for Misty, because he decided to go live crashing completely out. So y'all check this out.
Y'all, I have a question. All right, let me ask y'all a question. And TikTok, just be 1,000% real, and even Kick, be 1,000% real when I ask this. Am I lagging? Am I good?
You good.
All right, so let me ask this question, right? Everybody wants to hop on this coattail bandwagon because it's me, right? And I'm tired of really sitting right here taking it, because I usually just let it be what it is, but I'm really tired, and it's starting to get to a point where I get treated like I'm not a human myself. What I do want to say is this. If you're going to be an influencer that spreads awareness, do that on a daily basis. There should not only be a time that you only want to spread awareness when it has something to do with me, because the message is getting out there that I'm this individual that I know that I am not. You get what I'm trying to say? And I personally feel like, since you, Nadia, and this is no shade, but I just got to be real. You talking about what do anybody influence? Ask yourself that question. And I want you to really be truthful. You can't say anything that y'all influence, because none of y'all influence anything. And let me just be 1,000% real. I don't know how nobody feel when I say what I say. A lot of y'all can't say that these influencers influence anything. You want to know why? A lot of y'all in the comments, and I hate to say this, a lot of y'all come from trauma. A lot of y'all are hurt. So what y'all think y'all can do is trauma bond and relate to the next individual, because some of y'all are hurt in these comments. Some of y'all are human. Not even some of y'all, all of y'all are human. We all go through backgrounds that some of us will never understand, but since you watch a certain individual and what they grew up on is something that you can relate to. That does not make them an influencer. That makes them someone that you can relate to because you understand their pain, because you once went through it. That's the thing that I need y'all to understand. Separate those two. So when you have these people saying that they're influencers up on live, they're not influencers, because let me tell you what an influencer is. An influencer don't have to wait until the next person goes through something to want to spread awareness. An influencer lead, for example, they don't have to wait until the next person since they want to spread awareness about it, let me do so. An influencer talk about it all throughout the year. All throughout the year. All throughout the year. So when I'm seeing Nadia wants to speak up about something of somebody being cyber, baby, we've been there, did that. We've been talked about cyberbullying. We've been there. We talked about breast cancer, cyberbullying, bullying, and whole. We've been there. So my only thing about it is, when it comes to her saying that she's not throwing no shade, why is it all of a sudden now that when Samaj is titled as this cyberbullier, everybody wants to talk about raising awareness for cyberbullying? Oh, I'm not throwing no shade at you or anything like that, but I want to talk about cyberbullying. Where was the same energy at when Cyberbullying Month was happening? Is it because since I'm the villain? Is it because since I'm painted as the villain, now everybody wants to talk about cyberbullying? For God's sake, I've seen DeShay all of a sudden wants to be, oh, well, I'm going to fly this girl out because she's this, that, and the third. By all means, do what you need to do. I'm not knocking you down. I'm not knocking you down. Do what you need to do. But for the sake of it, it seems like everybody wants to hop on this coattail because it brings them some type of sympathy view. That's what it gives. Now everybody's feeling bad, and now everybody's wants to. How was it when I had to sit back behind closed doors, was lying on my name about that shit cool? Like, yo, y'all is really being hypocritical about so much. And I sit right here and I let it slide. Because y'all sit right here and y'all paint me out to be the bad guy on a daily basis. On a daily basis. What that girl is going through is called sympathy view. I'm mad because this is how I feel. This is how I feel. And I think that the whole point of it is that if anybody's going to play a victim, of course they're going to be the best at it. So y'all sitting right here, Maj is doing this. Should I end my live? Because I said the R word. Should I end my live and restart it? This is on TikTok.
Restart it. Yeah.
Once that R word is attached onto a black male name, that's nothing that you can reverse. That's going to stick with me forever. That's going to stick with me forever. Have anybody ever asked me how was my mental? Knowing the fact that my best friend just lied about me, helping her get that. Like, that's y'all not understanding. I I didn't come on here crying as sheep. And none of y'all are going to feel bad for me because y'all don't like me. And that's 1,000% fine. And why would I apologize for something that I strongly believe in it and I know the truth behind it because it's lying on my name? It's weird. I don't care about being canceled. I don't care no more. I genuinely don't care. If I don't speak on it, I'ma still get painted as a villain. If I do speak on it, I'ma still get painted as a villain. All I'm saying is this. If you're going to use your platform to speak on any type of awareness, don't wait to speak on it when you see that the person that has social media in a chokehold with influence itself to try to make me look bad because you can't do it on your platform dolo. So now since I'm getting dragged in the mud for being a cyberbully, and I know that's not a word, now everybody wants to use their platform and speak vocally on cyberbullying. You had all year to do that.
And it's like now everybody's so like, I get the mental health thing, but now all of a sudden why y'all all out of nowhere?
Mind you,
speaking on the show,
if they're obligated to, that's fine. They're obligated to, but they've been not wanting to do that. The same way how nobody else used their platform, the same way how no one else used their platform to speak on all of the situations of them girls getting, you know what I'm saying? When them situations got, nobody ever wanted to use their platform to want to speak on any of those situations other than me, the villain. The same that did quote unquote all this stuff to one individual. Why did nobody use their platforms then? Mind you, am I still lagging? No. Mind you, when all of these situations that was well proven with multiple evidence, all of these individuals still choose to work with the same group. But we want to talk about using our platforms. I'll wait. But since it's me, it's all this cyber and promotion. But when it was all of them, and let me tell y'all what influencers will do. Let me tell y'all this. If any of y'all want to choose to be an influencer, right? Don't play another person's game. Don't play another person's game. And let me tell you why you shouldn't play another person's game. When situations people know the truth about, they'll try to ignore it. They'll try to ignore it. I don't want to hear nobody say, oh, this happened and I stay back from them. Y'all all continue to work and be in the same roof. Be in the same roof. All I'm saying is this. Nadia, you have no room to speak. You are saying someone chased for a view on speaking on the Misty situation when you literally chased Kayla off the side of the road. When you literally Baima because you know that you did something with Day. So you feel like the only way to make yourself feel better was the Naima. Or how about when you tried to do life on life status when it came to you versus Tish? You can't speak about cyberbullying when that's something that you intend to do. Y'all want to use this cyber narrative because a person just goes on the internet and they start crying to the top of their lungs and place victim in every situation that I had to do with them, right? Because I'm Messy Maj. Because I'm going to get painted as the bad guy in every situation. I'll wait.
So now, y'all let me know what y'all think about what Maj had to say in the comment section down below. So now, there's a few things that I want to highlight because I feel like there's a whole lot of hypocrisy going all around. So now, Maj is talking about how horrible it is to have accusations on your name, especially as a guy. But see, earlier in the day when he was on live talking about DeShay, he had no issues with calling DeShay the P word and also trying to insinuate that DeShay take advantage of females. Maj has allowed so many people to come up on his platform and make some serious claims about other people with zero to no proof. And when I'm talking about proof, I'm talking about police report, investigation, court documents, like real solid proof that something happened. So now, Maj also wants to point out the fact that a lot of people now want to speak up for things, but they they didn't speak up when a few girls came out making claims on Manny and other people from Influences City. Well, they could simply just say that they didn't believe these girls as to why they're back over there with Manny and Influences City. That's really simple. So now Maj, on the other hand, has allowed these different females on his platform, and he has spoken up for them while they spread their claims. But then after doing all that and being their ally, he has entertained business with Manny. Like, how does that make sense? That looks worse than the example that you're trying to throw at them for still wanting to do business with Manny. You were supposed to be an ally. So now, aside from all of that, I do agree with Maj that a lot of people are trying to jump on the bandwagon because this is a topic right now. And on top of that, it seems like everybody's just trying to, get a click in the view off of this. So now, I have said this before, I feel like Maj needs to take a step back from this entire situation. And listen, if Misty is exactly who you say that she is, she eventually is going to show herself and people are going to see it. Because peep this, Samaya was over there just apologizing to her, but now she's saying this.
Even Misty, if you feel that kind of way, you're entitled to feel however you want to feel. But just know everybody on this was coming for each other. Everybody on this was arguing with each other. So yeah, that's it. That's all. No more PR. Yeah, no, I was being quiet. I'm on my little trip, and I'm still calm. Like, I don't even have no hate in my heart no more. Like, I don't even give. But I just been seeing it a lot. I've been seeing it a lot, and everybody just trying to make it seem like something that's not, or like crying too much and play victim. Like, girl, make your coin, sis. Make your coin.
So now, y'all let me know what y'all think about this entire situation down in the comments below, and I'll catch you next time with some more scoop. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. Thanks.